like literally at least after 2-3 reels I am getting to see back to back 3-4 sexualized content. Okay, now there is a trend and there is a very bullshit thing which is going on with Instagram nowadays is they are pushing breastfeeding videos. Okay, just they are carrying a like doll, and that doll is like impersonating as a baby of a mother, and they are breastfeeding. So that's why I made this protocol. You ready for it? Here it is. So the protocol is called so I would just request you to share this video as much as you can and as fast as you can, because I don't think this video is going to be promoted by billion-dollar companies like YouTube or Instagram. Okay, because this video is totally against Instagram and how Instagram is the new porn website and how Instagram is ruining young men's life. Also, I'm going to give you a proven protocol that is going to help you beat these billion-dollar apps and industries which are trying to hook you in, which are specially designed to destroy young men. It is a very polarizing statement, but I'm going to say this again. Okay, this Instagram and so many apps are designed to specifically destroy young men. Yeah, so the first and the most important problem with this Instagram app, and this is the reason why I said it, specifically Instagram is ruining young men's life. Now the problem is increase in hypersexualized content, and I'm noticing this algorithm change from last 1 year, but in last 6 months it has gone like over the top, over the limit. Okay, like whenever I open my newly created Instagram or old Instagram accounts, like literally at least after 2-3 reels I am getting to see back to back 3-4 sexualized content. Okay, in Instagram homepage. Okay, now there is a trend and there is a very bullshit thing which is going on with Instagram nowadays is they are pushing breastfeeding videos. Okay, just they are carrying a like doll, and that doll is like impersonating as a baby of a mother, and they are breastfeeding. Okay, like this is such a bullshit thing that is going on with Instagram. Okay, I have even some screenshots that when I was scrolling Instagram I got to see 2-3 breastfeeding videos, but I'm like, what the hell is going on? It's literally now like a joke, like breastfeeding is now like a joke to these Instagram content creators, or few content creators who are just capitalizing on people's lust. Because what are they capitalizing on? That young men are there, they are going to love to see some tits or some things. Okay, only people who are little bit smart, they know that why this kind of content is getting pushed. First and one of the most irritating and frustrating category of this hypersexualized content pieces is this breastfeeding content. Okay, like bro, Instagram, if you are listening to this video or if this video gets popular, please stop that trend. Okay, like I don't know why these content creators are doing. Okay, there are AI generated videos like this, there are real people who are impersonating with a like a toy, okay, pretending that that is their baby, and they are just opening their tits and they are pushing those kind of videos on the Instagram algorithm. Okay, these are like proper sexual content, which are literally going to trigger lust of young men, and they are going to end up masturbating or jerking off or watching porn on the internet. Stop doing this thing. Okay, so this is one of the irritating category. And another part of this hypersexualized content pieces is actresses. Let's not name particular industries, but there are so many actresses, there are so many Instagram models and influencers who are just producing hypersexualized content. Like they are just showing you their tits, their ass, and their body. Okay, they are not producing fitness content. Okay, and they are getting lots of views and lots of engagement in their posts, so they are again increasing the post of that kind of hypersexualized content pieces. Okay, and who are the people that are consuming this kind of content pieces? Young men. Okay, 13-year-old, 15-year-old, 18-year-old, okay, even 20-year, 25-year-old. So the brutal reality is production of hypersexualized content is never going to stop. If Instagram stops it, there will be another application that will push this kind of hypersexualized content in your feed. So you have to understand the problem and you have to take action to save yourself from this kind of situations, because this is only affecting young men. This is not affecting young women, okay, as much as it is affecting young men. There are also many different weird shit going on in Instagram nowadays. Like I was seeing some Instagram reel. It was a sport related, IPL related reel, but in there was a caption is like check story of at the rate, let's say Niharika Sharma or somebody else, and when you go to their page, they are writing that bro, 500 rupees 10 minutes of service. Now I gone into the rabbit hole of this kind of shit in a Facebook post or something, and that guy was explaining bro how this industry is booming. Like there are some girls out there who are taking money from young men, like 1,000 rupees, 3,000 rupees, and they are giving them services. Now service means video calls or like selling content, or talking to them sexually. So this kind of shit is going on in Instagram nowadays. Okay, please be aware, okay, and please avoid this kind of shit. It is very bad for your personal privacy. It is very bad for your phone's data. There can be some hackers who totally can hack your camera and totally record you, who can totally get all the important data from your bank details, from your passwords, everything they can steal. Okay, so be aware of this kind of weird things that is going on in Instagram nowadays. Okay, this is the dark side of Instagram. Second problem with this Instagram app, which everybody knows, okay, nobody takes any action to save themselves from this situation, and they are not realizing how severe this situation is. Okay, they are taking it very lightly. Okay, just 2 days ago I was supposed to sleep earlier, and I was supposed to go to some place and get some productive work done. I was just thinking that okay, I will just spend 2 minutes scrolling through Instagram and checking out some news or some shit. It was like 11:30 and it became literally 12:45. Okay, and I am still on Instagram reels. Then I just realized, bro, being this much self-aware also, sometimes when your willpower is low in the night, you get sucked into this mindless scrolling. How bad it is that it literally messed up my sleep. That's how much addictive this Instagram shit is. Okay, if you are not aware, you will get sucked into that rabbit hole of mindless Instagram call. The main problem with this mindless Instagram calling is a phenomenon called dopamine overstimulation. Now if you don't know anything about dopamine overstimulation, then let me just give you a brief summary. Whenever you watch a funny deal, or whenever you watch let's say nowadays there's many IPL deals. Okay, you are watching somebody trolling this team, somebody trolling that player, you are getting happy emotions because Instagram pushes that kind of content to your feed which you like. Okay, like if you like Messi, they will push Messi related content. If you like Ronaldo, Instagram will push Ronaldo related content, like Messi is the goat or Ronaldo is the goat, but actually Messi is the goat. Okay, whenever you are watching a funny reel, you are getting a slight dopamine hit. Okay, like one, you get one dopamine hit. Another reel, you are getting another dopamine hit. Okay, so when you watch let's say 20 minutes or 30 minutes of Instagram reels, or you scroll through Instagram posts, or you send your friend one funny reel, your friend is sending you another funny reel. So in that process, what is happening is your dopamine system is getting messed up because you are getting overstimulated by dopamine hits. If you have even little bit of scientific knowledge, then you will know that when you eat very much carbohydrate rich foods, then what happens to your body? You build insulin resistance. That is the thing which we call as diabetes. Okay, that is what messes up your immune system, that is what messes up your organ health, and you literally become a disaster. Okay, so like with overstimulation of insulin, your body becomes insulin resistant. Just like that, with overstimulation of dopamine in your system, your body and your brain becomes dopamine resistance. So just think of it as when you get so much dopamine overstimulation, your body will build mechanisms to restrict dopamine production in your brain. The next time you get dopamine hit, will not feel that much high, or you will not feel that much energetic or happy by seeing another funny deal. So that's why you will see that when you don't watch anything for 2 days and you are suddenly watching a entertaining movie, you are feeling very much excited. So this is because of not being stimulated with dopamine for a long time. After that, you are getting a dopamine hit and your body is suddenly getting excited. Yeah, so dopamine overstimulation is the phenomenon you get as a result of mindless scrolling. And when you get overstimulated by dopamine, your brain becomes dopamine resistant. Your brain will stop producing dopamine and your brain will cut down the dopamine receptors, or it will reduce the dopamine receptors. So suddenly you will have very less dopamine in your system. That is called dopamine deficiency. Now if you have no knowledge about dopamine, let me tell you, dopamine is not only a molecule that is responsible for reward and pleasure. You eat a chocolate, you get dopamine. Okay, it's not like that. Dopamine is the main molecule behind motivation. Dopamine is the main molecule and the most important neurotransmitter behind producing energy or giving you motivation to go and achieve things in the real world. If you don't have dopamine, you will just sit there, you will just feel lethargic. Okay, you will just feel not doing any kind of hard activities. You will just sit there, you will just eat chocolates, and you will sleep like a sloth whole day. This is the price you are paying for mindlessly scrolling Instagram. Okay, yeah, so the more you scroll Instagram, the more you are going to feel like a sloth, the more you are going to feel that you don't have any energy, you are not motivated. And why there are so many people doing adventurous things, achieving success, and why I am just sitting whole day and I don't have any energy. It's not like that you don't have energy. You have enough energy, you eat enough foods. The thing is, you have a disease which is called dopamine deficiency. That disease is caused by dopamine overstimulation. From where you get overstimulated by dopamine? Instagram reels. So those funny reels after funny reels are nothing but dopamine hits. Those fancy edits of your favorite star or favorite footballer are not inspiring, are just dopamine hits. Those likes and cheap validation you get from reposting a funny deal in your Instagram story or by sending a funny deal to your cute little friend is nothing but dopamine overstimulation. So the more you do these things, the more you are going to have dopamine overstimulation, and as a result of that you will have a disease called dopamine deficiency, which causes lethargy, which causes apathy, which causes frustration, which causes irritation, which totally destroys your motivation and energy to go engage in the real world, to talk to real people. Okay, just like masturbation, okay, just like watching porn, just like binge eating, just like everyday binge watching movies or stuff. Okay, so all of these things are nothing but dopamine overstimulating activities. So now you will ask how to reset my dopamine and how to reset my motivation so that I can become a beast. Okay, there is a full 30 minutes of neuroscience guide I made on increasing your motivation through neuroscience, a step-by-step guide. I've talked about actionable tools, I've talked about the problem, I've talked about the solution. So all these things I've talked about in that neuroscience of motivation video. You can go and check out in my channel. Just for the sake of this video, a little bit of summary that I talked about. There are two kind of activities: healthy dopamine giving activities, junk dopamine giving activities. Healthy dopamine giving activities are high effort activities that yields normal amount of dopamine, and junk dopamine giving activities are low effort activities that yield abnormal amount of dopamine. Okay, if you want to reset your dopamine, you have to force yourself to engage in from the morning to the evening in healthy dopamine giving activities. Now what are healthy dopamine giving activities? Exercising, studying for a hard exam, or setting a goal and a deadline and accomplishing the project. Like if you make a deal with yourself, you get that shit done. Okay, there is a speech by Kobe Bryant that once the deal is made, it is made, bro. There is no negotiation. So on a daily basis you have to make deal with yourself. Like today I got some skin allergies, like I got some pimples and all. I could have easily avoided making videos today. Oh, it is a Sunday, people are having fun, but once I make a deal that I have to shoot a video today, I have to get it done, I will drag myself, I will sit in front of camera and I will switch on the light and I will get the video shoot done. Okay, and I have also given you the solution that you have to force yourself to eliminate these junk dopamine giving activities, and you have to force yourself to engage in healthy dopamine giving activities, exercising, doing hard things. Okay, doing the things that you don't want to do. Realistically, you are not going to stop using Instagram. Okay, तुमको validation चाहिए, तुमको थोड़ा सा स्टोरी अपलोड करना है, तुमको रील देखना है अपने दोस्तों का, ठीक है, तुमको थोड़ा सा validation लेना है अपना फोटो पोस्ट करके Instagram ऐप पे. So that's why I made this protocol. You ready for it? Here it is. So the protocol is called Fuck You Instagram. So FU Instagram protocol. Okay, and it has 4 steps. Another bonus tip I will give you to save yourself from Instagram at the end. Okay, first step is elimination. Now what do I mean by elimination? Now elimination is nothing but blocking all those Instagram models and actresses you follow, and you have given an excuse to yourself that I just follow them for fun. Okay, I don't follow them because I have lust, or I don't see them sexually. Okay, it's not the case. Okay, you know who you are. Okay, so you have to go to your Instagram right now, you have to unfollow and you have to block all those people. You know the actresses and Instagram models I'm talking about. Okay, so just go and unfollow them, go and block them. Understand this carefully. Okay, they are not here to make your life better. Okay, they are not giving you some value that will make your future better, and they are here to fuck your future up. Okay, they are here to just make fucking money. Okay, and they are here to produce sexualized content so that they get your engagement, they can capitalize on your lust, and they are going to produce fuck lot of money, and at the end of the day your future is going to get brutally fucked. So until or unless you block them, until or unless these young men stop giving this kind of Instagram models and actresses so much attention, until that there is no good future and progress in young men's life. And there are few 1% of people, or like 2-3% of young men that are going to take action after watching this video. They are going to change their life. Okay, but you are going to stay stuck wherever you are, and you are not going to have any progress. So take action right now. Stop simping on those kind of Instagram models and actresses who does not give a shit about you. Okay, stop romanticizing those people. Okay, they don't give a fuck about you. Okay, and just block them, unfollow them, and save your future. Okay, save your energy, save your potential. Be horny, it is okay. Okay, but don't give them your energy. Okay, that is the thing I will say. So this is about elimination, and if there are some of your friends whom you can't unfollow, then just go and mute their profile. Okay, mute their posts and stories, and you will stop seeing them in your Instagram homepage. Second step of this FU Instagram protocol is rewiring. Now after you have unfollowed, what you have to do, because you are still going to use Instagram sometimes. So what you are going to do is you are going to follow all the people that are in your field or that are in the field that you are going to be. Yeah, so let's say if you are pursuing engineering and you are interested in coding, you are going to follow top 10 coding people in Instagram. Okay, you are going to rewire your algorithm by that. If you are interested in fitness, you are going to follow top 10 Instagram influencers who talks well about nutrition, diet, and who gives proper fitness advice. If you don't know, go to ChatGPT, type give me top 10 Instagram fitness influencers who provides real knowledge. You will get a list of 10-15 people, and follow those people. If you don't have any knowledge about who are the top 10 influencers to follow regarding fitness or regarding coding, this is what I mean by rewiring. So after the elimination process, you have to rewire your algorithm. Now third step is create, don't consume. If you are depressed, if you are anxious, if you are feeling empty inside, okay, if you are not feeling good, then the reason is 80% of the time you are just consuming things, okay, and 20% of the time is the time you are creating. You have to flip that script, okay. You have to create 80% of the time and you have to consume, let's say, 20% of the time. Then you will be like, why I am feeling less stressed, why I am feeling motivated, because you are literally engaged in the creation process, okay. So if you have still not started creating content in any platform like YouTube or Instagram, then your life is just getting wasted, because the creation process is not so hard, and it will take time for you to create better content. So the earlier you start, the better it is for you. So you have to create an Instagram page. You have to talk about anything that you are interested in, okay, be it cricket, be it some food, be it trading, be it nutrition, okay, be it beauty, be it makeup, like anything that gives people value or anything that gives people a little bit of entertainment. Okay? So you have to open an Instagram page and you have to start posting content. The more you post, the better it is for you. And if you give too much fuck about what other people will say about your content and you are very much conscious about posting, then I'm going to give you a secret to start posting on your Instagram from tomorrow only. Okay? So come closer and listen carefully. Okay, so what you are going to do is you are going to open a new Instagram page. Okay, it is very easy. Okay, just listen to me. Okay, and I don't know why the hell you are keep delaying your content creation process just because you care about what your friends or your siblings or your cheap teachers will say. Okay, so what you are going to do is you are going to create a new Instagram page and you are going to block all your friends, all your colleagues, all your family people in that Instagram page. Okay, then you are going to start posting on Instagram. So what will happen is nobody will get notified and nobody will get a recommendation of your Instagram post, okay, ever, because you have blocked them on Instagram, okay, in that new account. Let them stay in your old account as friends, okay, but create an Instagram page, block your all friends and relatives and family and whoever you are worried about, okay, and start creating content. Take a 200 rupees of tripod, take your phone, switch on your light and talk about a thing that you are interested in. You want a $10,000 secret, keep posting as much as you can, okay. If you can keep posting daily on Instagram, if you can keep posting daily on YouTube, and you will grow faster than you can imagine, okay. So this is the secret about content creation, okay. So as I always say, flip the script and 80% of the time create, 20% of the time you should consume. 80% of the time you are in Instagram just to create or just to make money, okay. 20% of the time you are going to consume. So how you are going to consume, that is what the step 4 is all about, and this step is nothing but batching. Now if you have never heard about the concept of batching, then let me tell you that batching is a productivity tool or productivity hack. It has been discussed properly in Tim Ferriss's the 4-hour work week book, and the concept of batching is grouping similar kind of tasks at a particular designated block of time, okay. Let's say you have to check Instagram because you need some validation, okay. Sometimes you have to just consume 20% of the time, as I told you. So when you are going to consume your Instagram reels and junk entertainment, and you are going to post your picture to get some validation from your friends, when you are going to do that, for that you have to set 2 particular times in a day, okay, 2 or maximum 3, but I would suggest you to just set 2 particular times. For me, I use it at 11 a.m. and 11 p.m. okay. Beside that, I don't use Instagram throughout the day, okay, because it kills my productivity. And when I follow this batching technique, then my productivity just goes like 100x, bro, okay, because there is no context switching between tasks, because I'm not scrolling Instagram reels, then I'm again starting to work. It's not happening. So when you switch between tasks, your cognitive load increases, okay, and you can't perform your work efficiently. So what you have to do is you have to do batching. Means you have to decide, I am going to use my Instagram app from nowadays for consumption in 2 times, 11 a.m. in the morning and 11 p.m. in the night, okay. So if you want to upload a photo, upload at 11 p.m. in the night, and the time is like 15 minutes, okay, 15 minutes 11 a.m. in the night and 15 minutes 11 p.m. in the night. So that is my time for consuming Instagram junk entertainment, okay. So batch, okay, so batching is very powerful. So when you are going going through the day, you know that okay, I'm going to check Instagram, okay, I'm going to get all the updates and what the hell is going on other people's life at 11 p.m. in the night and again in the 11 a.m. in the morning. Okay, so this is the tip that will save your life. And this batching productivity hack, you can use it even in WhatsApp messages, in emails. Okay, like just set 2 times for checking your emails, okay, or set 2 times for checking your WhatsApp messages. Okay, give yourself 10-15 minutes of designated time block, and in that time block you are going to use WhatsApp or Instagram, or you're going to check your emails. Okay, so and that is how you can save yourself from mindlessly scrolling Instagram, okay, and from dopamine overstimulation. So this is the FU Instagram protocol, which I think is going to save your life. Okay, in summary, first step is elimination. Okay, eliminate all the junk people, eliminate all the people who produce hypersexualized content. And the second tip is rewire your algorithm by following the people who gives value to you. Okay, and third step is 80% of the time you should create and 20% of the time you should consume. And fourth step is batching. Set designated block of time to check Instagram in a day. Okay, so that's all about FU Instagram protocol, and I hope you have enjoyed this video. And I promised you that I am going to give you a bonus tip to save yourself from this kind of social media addictions. So the tip is, please keep your phone out of your fucking room. As Will Smith said famously, keep my wife's name out of your fucking mouth. Oh! Just like that. Okay, it's simple. So whenever you are doing a productive work, or before sleep, or when you wake up in the morning, just take 30 seconds to just take your phone and put it outside your room. Okay, in that way what will happen is the phone is not in front of you, because if something is not in front of you, you don't get the trigger to engage in that particular thing. So keep your phone out of your fucking room. Okay, if you're dealing with social media addictions, if you're trying to save yourself from Instagram addiction, if you're trying to correct your sleep cycle, just keep your phone out of your fucking room. Okay. In the night, for better sleep, when you are doing productive work, that time also keep your phone out of your fucking room. Okay, this bonus tip is as much important as this FU Instagram protocol. So that's all about it. Okay, I will see you soon in my next video. Bye bye, take care, see ya.